The middle orb can be the difference between victory and defeat. It has 50 HP. When broken, it gives 20 HP and 25 energy to the team that breaks it. 10 of the HP can even surpass the healing cap. If you're the only one alive on your team, the orb gives 50 energy instead. This can provide a huge comeback to a behind team. That's why I made this guide on basic combos to secure the orb, with every champion currently in the game. Lucy. Lucy has no real way to burst the orb itself, but many ways to control the orb or the opponents around the orb. You can use Clarity Potion to knock the enemy and orb away from each other. You can fear enemies away from the orb, and you can petrify enemies, ensuring easy orb taking. Serious. EX left click and then left click with the Crescent Wound Battle Right will do 50 damage. You can also petrify enemies to make it easy. Empowered left click does 22 or 26, which makes it good for the steal. Eva. 2 left clicks and a rocket will take the orb. If you're uncontested and you took the round 4 extra bullet battle right, you can just left click it 4 times. You can also taser people attempting to attack the orb. You could even tractor beam the orb away from them, Top Keck. Rook. Rook's main combo to take the orb is rock, charge, and then right click. Can also throw rocks to disrupt the enemy or orb positions, and it also does 18, which is good enough to steal. Jade. If the orb is under 38 HP, just snipe it. If not, shoot it 3 times, then snipe it. You can use Disabling Shot to silence people trying to take the orb. You can use R to quickly burst the orb for 16 and push everyone else away from it. Heck, you could even just spray and pray with your left click and one of those little 4 damage pellets might get it. Older. You can't put Sands of Time on the orb. If you really want to try to take it, you can cast E, then left click, then space into the orb for 36. Of course, this blows your only escape. However, you can petrify people with R and root or snare people with E depending on battle rights so they never get close to the orb. E also does 18 damage and can't be blocked, so that's good for the steal, and you can also use Chronosphere to block the orb from enemy projectiles. If you're feeling super saucy, you can even use Time Bender to suck up a snipe or something like that and redirect it back at the orb. Ashka! Right click can push the orb away from enemies, but it's really easy to see coming and really easy to reflect. Molten Fist can knock the orb away and Flame Strike under the orb for the steal. It does 20 damage and can't be stopped. You can also use Firewall to stop enemy projectiles from hitting the orb. Varesh. Use both Shatter Charges on the orb as soon as it gets below 25 HP. You can also use EXE to push the orb away. And if the enemies are tunneling hard on the orb, it could be a good time to put some right-click justice on them. Pearl. Basic combo to take the orb is left-click, EX bubble, and then left-click again. It goes without saying that bubble can be used to stop projectiles, and that your empowered left-click does 22 damage, making it good for a steal. Taya. The queen of orb taking. All you have to do is left-click and then right-click centered on the orb. You can even knock it away with Q if you need to do that for some reason. Hollow Man. The usual combo is to space into the orb, fear enemies away, and then spam left click. You can also make people very angry by stealing the orb with a bouncy wolf. Croak. Basic combo is to space into the orb, make sure it hits, left click 3 times, and then E through it. You can also use EX stealth to incapacitate people, but don't be like Crollo and immediately stun them out of the incapacitate. Freya. Can't push static on the orb.
What is this bullshit?
Just spam double hammers at the enemy's spring caps, cause I know that's what you took. And if that's not enough to incapacitate, EX space can incapacitate too. If you really want a combo, you can space near the orb, left click twice, then right click, then E, but that's a lot of cooldowns. Freya doesn't have any super burst, but just throw hammers, you'll be fine. Shifu. If you have 3 stacks, which don't kid yourself, you always do, you can steal the orb pretty much whenever you want because it does 28 damage or even 34 with the 4th stack battle right. You can even be a material when you're doing it, durr. Other than that, you can use R to incap opponents. With at least 1 stack, you can E yourself to the orb, left click twice, and then right click. And if you want to be really troll, you can EXE the orb to yourself, then left click twice and right click. Axeman. Easy peasy, left click 3 times, then right click for the orb. Fully stacked right click does 28 damage, 32 with 4 stack, easy steal if no one is blocking. You can use E and EXE to move the orb to wherever you desire. If you have the Adrenaline Rush battle right, jump, left click, right click will take the orb. And that's it. If you have a combo that I didn't mention, please let me know in the comments. But I need to tell you the top secret strategy, the best of them all. You can push the orb!